Yo, what's up? This is another Naruto manga review. Hell, as we know it as. And shit has happened in this episode, but it hasn't really come up as a story type episode. There's the majority of shit happening and things to wonder why certain shit didn't happen, and but things happen, and a bunch of Miss Ninja, Ambu, as we all know, have been totally annihilated, genocide, all of them. Obito saw everything that's going on. He saw Kakashi, and you can see, they're like similarity going on in their eyes, Obito activated his, eye, that jutsu, is saying that no wonder, Midara chose you, you can activate your monkey goo Shangan at a certain stage that you're in. Same as Kakashi, but he went and collapsed, there are things I'm gonna spit right out, but I'm not doing this in the order, it was, while that I was activated, the range of everything started to build up, and his motion started rushes wild and furious, and those Miss Ninja only make him more mad and pissed off, they're like saying, get everybody, which is Rin they're referring to now. I believe he's not letting that happen, so he's like going in for the kill, or for the rescue for Rin, and those guys rushing and saying, we are far greater in numbers, you're only one of them. I don't know what kind of reinforcement they think he was, if there was one, but they single-handedly was destroyed by Obito, and you can see most of Ashurami DNA coming up. I don't know why he didn't use that type of technique that he suddenly was handed off by Ashurami when he was fighting, Kunon or Minato, or when he was fooling around back then. Maybe he didn't want to show up much of what he was, actually, capable of, but, he uses those in the rage. I don't think he knew what he was doing at the time, because he was certainly broken by seeing him in death, and he's like going in, and those guys are like, wishing him with their sword, and like, he's just, it's just like a porcupine jerking them up, and he's like rushing in on a specific Ambu, and he cracked his mask, and you can see a leaf, Headband. I'm like, some leaf, and oh man, he must be upset, probably leaf is up to something, and he's like going to rage, and blood was on his hand, and you can see him looking up in the moon, and he's like making this vine. It's like crawling, find that, like a, like a tree of death, I should say. Blood was leaking and everything, and he's like, why is this happening to me? This is hell. You can say that's where you're probably going the dark side. Going on the rage. I don't know why they were like saying, get her body, which was Rin. I don't know why they was after Rin body, but probably there's something more special to her than we know. We don't know much, and probably, Kakashi might have found that out, probably should hold some intel that the leaf has that they want. Probably she's a spy, something like that. Probably I'm getting it wrong, but they really needed her. Probably Miss is going on a certain experiment on kids or something, and if that's the reason, if certain things like that happen, because Obito slipped under a rock, he activated his Kumai, slipping on the rock, same as slipped to those guys, and people thought he was dead. If Kakashi hadn't dropped sometime, before, he probably have saw Obito. Anyway, see, probably would have been killed, because he witnessed Kakashi killing her. But things is happening in the Naruto series that you're just saying, Obito's alive, Midori's alive, the certain people that was dead is brought back alive, but still dead, and it's like when you see someone dead, they ain't literally dead. Whatever experiment the Miss is on, if it was kids or what might be, probably Ring is still alive too. And I don't know what they were planning to do if they caught a body. I don't know if they do, but I don't know what Ring was up to or what a connection between the Miss was, but it was certainly mysterious, and You know, this episode didn't give much of a story mode at all, but you know, we see a lot of blood shedding going on and a range of, you know, shit going on. And another thing that I wanted to come up with, you know, Kakashi, people are like saying, my friends are like saying, you know, if Kakashi has this, I'm gonna shine out this time, you know, the outline of everything that he got gone through, he should have, you know, used it. Like, that was the first fight that I ever been on, expert mission. He should have used that. Or, you know, Itachi probably have put up a good battle with Itachi if he had used that. I ain't pressing my place when it comes to Itachi, because Itachi's just Itachi basically. But he put up a good battle. And even Orochimaru, when he was like, you know, seeing up the curse mark on Sasuke, he's like using the Shidori, and you know, like they're saying, oh, hey, this is Orochimaru, for God's sake. Why didn't you use it in that situation? You know, Orochimaru's already pissed off of any person even having a Uchiha, even a Sharingan. You know, he's scared of them. You know, why didn't he use it at that occasion of time? I don't know, probably didn't know, but in the Shippuden now coming up, you can see him in the first mission that Naruto was going on to retrieve Gaara from their Akatsuki. He's like saying, you know, it's time to draw for it. You know, he's like building up some chocolate to draw for his eye, you know. He's like, Naruto's like there, you know, Kakashi, is that a new Sharingan? Like, you know, it's a new one. Oh, how could it be new? You had it so long ago when you were a kid. Probably didn't remember, I don't know what, because at the time, you know, when Sasuke was fighting Itachi touched him in his forehead and he collapsed, and he didn't know he had the eye that he was, all his eyes that produce such power, you know, like seasoning all those stuff. And Toby told him, it was your obito. He didn't know. Probably, you know, Kakashi should have woke up one day knowing they had the eye. You know, people are like saying that if he had known that he had that, why didn't he use it? But probably he didn't know. Probably didn't have no memories of what's going on, because he probably was shocked at the time where he at now. And I don't really know. You know, it's an exhaustive technique to even use anyway. So probably in his young stage, probably wouldn't have learned that he had it when he's fully grown. He didn't even know much about his eyes that he had. But you know, things happen, and you know, I'm not saying if he had it, things would have changed. But you know, Kismato was like breaking the old rules of what he even saying about eyes right now. You know, but it was a good chapter. Over longer he had the eye, you know, probably might awaken more, because you know, who knows, you know, if he had that eye, what more, he probably has more, you know, and don't know, you know. So it was a good chapter, I really liked it.